Well, hello. Today we have Orlo Gilbert, and Orlo is going to introduce us to his 1941 Ford Woody.
Okay, well, thank you, Rod. This car belonged to my wife's parents. They bought it brand new in Sarasota, Florida. And they drove it from Minnesota to Sarasota, Florida, from Minnesota to Richmond, California, where he was working. Her father was working in civilian service with Kaiser Shipyards, and they did special duty nursing in the wintertime in Florida. So they went back and forth. When I got the car, it had been used up. It finally got used as a resort car. And here, this is where the resort was, where we're standing, as part of the old resort. And this was used as just a junk car, and it was just totally gone. It had over 250,000 miles on it, and the wood was all rotten, and it was just kind of a basket case. So we rescued it.
Well, how much of the car is original?
That's a difficult question. The frame is original. I had to buy another 41 Ford to have enough parts to do this car. Let's see, the steering wheel is original but rebuilt. The steering column, the cowling, the wheels, that's about it. All the wood has been rebuilt by Gary Myrie, did the wood up in Glendon, Minnesota. And Rob Marsh did all the body work, and I did all the mechanical work and assembling and gathering of research and gathering of parts.
Now, this is quite a prize-winning car, isn't it? You've shown it in how many different places?
Well, it's been shown all through the AACA system. It's got its junior award, senior award, and Grand National Award and Preservation Award. So it's achieved everything, plus it's gone. Ellen and I have driven it on one Glidden tour, so it gets used, but not much.
Well, it's really interesting that it stayed in the family.
Yes, it's rare to have a car stay in the family that long.
Yeah.
And these family heirlooms are a bit too expensive.
Oh, and we don't even want to talk about that.
No, we don't.
No. But you want to show us a few features on the car?
Sure.
This car probably would have done well in California with a...
for surfing.
For surfing, with a surfboard sticking out of it.
And of course, you'll notice that when we say wood body, this is an all wood bodied car. There is no metal except for where it's attached. The structural part is all maple. The panels are mahogany, and the top slats up here inside are basswood. And this car is a super deluxe, so it has leather seats, a heater, and 2 windshield wipers.
Wow.
So, what you would only get, and 2 taillights.
And 2 taillights, yes.
You'd only get 1 taillight if it was just a standard. And it has 3 seats, as seating for 8 people, 3 in the front, 2 in the middle, and 3 in the back. I guess you would say this is comparable to a modern SUV.
Yes.
So it was also Ford's most expensive car. This car cost $1,025 new, and it's the first Ford to go over $1,000. Now, I would imagine that you would be happy to pay me $1,025 for this car.
Well, I'd have to argue about it.
Okay, well, we could.
It's kind of an old car.
You're right. Okay.
Was this a limited production then in this Woody style?
There were 9,485 of these made, and 6,000 of the standard, not the Super Deluxe, but of the Super Deluxe, 9,485.
How many do you think are left in existence?
I would guess somewhere around 200 to 250. The problem with, one of the reasons they didn't survive, of course, the wood. The other is these cars were used for staff cars and for ambulances during the Second World War. My in-laws got a letter from the government saying, if we need your car, we will conscript it. We'll pay you for it, but if we need it, if we're short of ambulances and staff cars, you'll have to give it up. But since my wife's mother was a Red Cross nurse, they let her keep it in San Francisco.
Interesting. That's interesting.
So that's how we still have it. Otherwise, if the Army had gotten it, we wouldn't have it.
No. And it wouldn't have survived.
No.
Well, this has really been interesting here, Orlo, and we want to look at some of the features, and we thank you for sharing this car with us today.
You're certainly welcome.